I get asked a whole lot of questions like this. And why is my transmission shifting slow the warmer it gets? There's only a few reasons for that. But I found a prime example right here. This one here had the oil mixed and stuff. I mean, look at that gunk, besides the spider webs there. But I mean, look how nasty that is. And that was a mixed oil. Okay, number one, you've mixed the oil in some fashion or form, whether you've let antifreeze get in there or what. But this is your range piston. You know, it's somewhat the same with your splitter, but not quite as bad. But right here is the piston and the shaft that goes in there. I mean, right here where it's shiny is where the fork is. But you see this right here? I mean, there's actually a buildup right there. And like I say, if you mix the oil of two brands, two different types of oil, and they don't mix well, it'll build a gunk. And that right there is what it looks like when it dries out. But it'll build a gunk on here. And when you're trying to slide this back and forth inside here, I mean, look here, I can't even get this in there because it's so bad. But these bushings here, they will swell and get crap on them. Plus, you'll get crap on these shafts. And it works fine for a long time, but like I say, when it heats up, it will cause it to just, like anything, when it heats, it expands, and it won't shift right. Now, this is the range, your front button, the black button. Okay, the other reason would be your air system and your O-rings. If these O-rings get completely dry in some fashion or form, they will do the same thing. It will get dry in there, and it's funny how these O-rings will do, and whatever gunk has gotten in there with it, once it gets warm, it will swell up and cause friction and cause it to shift slow. But both these issues together won't even shift. Just like this transmission here, this was one of those, oh, it wasn't nothing matter with it when I parked it. Then I take it apart and find crap like this. It would have never ran. But this is two of the main reasons why they don't do that, why they shift slow when they warm up. Bad O-rings, not lubed O-rings, mixed oil, or a gunk on here. So, one of those things you've probably got going on. That's why anytime you bring me a truck and you're having issues with this, you know, a lot of people go throwing valves on the back of one. You're wasting your time to do that. Because your air filter regulator rarely ever goes bad. I mean, don't get me wrong, they do. But that's not the first thing that I'm going to check. You know, if you can hear something trying to work, more or less likely you're getting air pressure, ain't your filter regulator. The slave valve on the front side of the transmission, it rarely ever goes bad. But people seem to want to replace all these valves to fix this. Again, if you bring it to me and this is an issue, I'm going to pull your back box. Because again, like I have preached, you won't be coming back to me for any issues even remotely close to what you brought it here for. I will fix everything. And the best way is for me to pull the back box and make sure that you don't have gunk build up, that these bushings ain't swelled. I can fix all that. I can replace your O-rings. I can make it all good as new. And at the same time, I can kind of test it and make sure that your other valves are not bad, but more than likely, those aren't bad. So you may want to give me a call on the helpline instead of throwing valves at stuff. But I do get a tons of questions about why mine shifts slow when it warms up.